Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Elden Ring, where we have officially registered for classes at Raya Lucaria. We have the semester is about to begin. We reached where did we get to the last time? We got to the Schoolhouse Classroom. We are basically literally about to start classes, and so we will be getting back to that momentarily. I am out here at the Church of Vows because I was I came off camera to play just a little bit and look for some good thumbnail locations. It has such a nice picturesque view of the academy and just the zone in general. It's a great spot if you just want to have a look at what's going on. But what I found as well, the reason we're starting the episode here is because there was a piece of loot. There was a piece of loot hanging out here that I completely missed. Probably nothing too notable. Some Stormhawk feathers. There we go. Interesting, actually, that we do get Stormhawk feathers. Especially after last time when we made it back to, we can actually see it from here. I'm just now noticing the Chapel of Anticipation, not to mention Stormvale as well. But we made it to the chapel last time. That was another very, very interesting discovery and learning about the Stormhawk King. And at the time, I was wondering how you would be traversing back and forth between the Chapel of Anticipation and the Castle Stormvale, thinking as somebody who travels on foot and neglecting the fact that, of course, a bird, somebody that can fly, is not going to have that concern moving back and forth between the castle and the Chapel of Anticipation. So, I don't know if we need to think too deeply about getting 5 Stormhawk feathers out here, but there is at some level, there is a connection somewhere that I may realize more at some point. Now, I also went back to check over in this area of the broken bridge, which just looks so... Everything just looks so ridiculous in this game. I mean, I'm ridiculously good is kind of what I mean to say. As I'm looking around, I'm just always marveling, especially when I can catch Liurnia on a clear day like this, which it was not when I logged in previously. So what I was going to do, though, let's go back over here to the main academy gate, because I was also looking around the bridge for a potential thumbnail or screenshot, and as I did so, I came back across somebody that we had missed, or I guess maybe I had not double checked. Either way, that's him making these noises.
Leave me be.
Wretched worms, leave me be. Dude, are you infested? You got some worms inside of you that are he was making some really crazy noises. Is he also succumbing to... I know he's been warning us about going full dragon and the whole dragon communion business, but is he falling prey to that, or is there something else that is going on with Yura? I intentionally, when I came here the other day off camera, I was very conscious of... I sort of was riding along the bridge and I noticed, oh, that's Yura over there. Oh, shit. And I consciously, or I know that sometimes in Elden Ring and other FromSoft games, if you get close to an NPC, there can be these little unprompted interactions that just happen. And so I made sure to keep my distance so that we would have that happen for the first time on camera, if at all possible. Those were some weird fucking noises. I thought we were being attacked by bats. That's what it sounded like. Are you turning into a bat? What the hell's going on, dude?
Oh, it's you. Thanks for your help there. That bloody finger was a thorn in my side. And now I'm finally rid of him. Here's a token of thanks. Please, take it.
Wow, a smithing stone 5. Okay. Nice, nice, nice.
I may not have much time. I'm dying to see you. Eleonora. Violet Bloodyfinger.
Eleonora. Do not remember hearing that name before. Eleonora, Violet Bloody Finger. What?
Yes, I've been tracking Eleonora for quite some time. She is the deadliest of all Bloody Fingers. She's felled many an old hand already, but in spite of her cessblood zealotry, Eleonora is a proud knight. If she comes for you, do not think twice. You must flee. There is no shame in self-preservation.
What did he say? Cessblood zealotry? Eleonora, the deadliest of all Bloody Fingers.
Be on your way. Perhaps we will meet again, if fate permits. Be on your way. Perhaps we...
Okay. So he's trying to hunt down Eleonora. The Violet Bloody Finger. You know what? We should, now that, of course, I had not thought about this at the time, but it occurred to me off camera. He's hunting Bloody Fingers. And Vare, at the same time, is wanting us to become a Bloody Finger, I think. So we should check with Vare, shouldn't we? I am going to quickly do something else that I sort of forgot when I popped my, when I went ahead and activated our Great Rune. I forgot that I don't need this Star Scourge heirloom anymore to wield the Scale Sword, so we can switch to something else. For now, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to put the Tree's Favor back on here, and perhaps that will allow us... I think that's why I was actually... I think that's actually why I was heavy load as we took on the Grafted Scion last time, was because I was thinking ahead to this moment when, oh, I can put Tree's Favor back on, and I would be able to equip the leggings for the twin set, and not go into fat roll territory. But I had skipped a step. I had forgotten that I needed to activate a rune arc and switch talismans for that purpose. We can maybe even do a little bit more housekeeping here on our armaments by equipping a torch. There was definitely... We're still medium load. Let's put the... Which torch is... I guess if we have to attack with a torch, the steel wire torch is a better option. It does way more, but we're still medium load. So I guess we will go with that. There we go. Cool. Sweet. Okay. Now that we've got that little bit of housekeeping done, let's go check with Vare. I suspect that if I had to guess, these two NPC quest lines, Yura and Vare, are not intertwined, or they feel like the kind of thing that the game wouldn't treat too as too dependent. What am I trying to say? I feel like Vare is not going to react to this, is what I'm trying to say. That's my guess, but you never know, and that's why we're checking. You got to make sure. You have to see what there is to see.
Be sure to try that finger I gave you. I'm quite certain that you'll take to it.
Maybe. Maybe in New Game Plus. If and when I decide to play online. Okay, so that is what I suspected there. So, all right. Now, interestingly, Yura does not show up here, or I guess he doesn't now because I'm guessing he has gone. I'm guessing that he will have gone at this point. Let's make sure of that. It's also still a bit confusing as to why he shows up here specifically at Raya Lucaria. Oh, right. There was another thing that I wanted. So we fought, was it a Raven Mount assassin? There's an old Hearthstone card called Ravenhold Assassin. And I think I might have, I don't know if I said that in the actual episode last time, but I definitely, when I was making a note off camera to check, I remembered that there was a talisman that we have. This claw talisman. Aha, there it is. It occurred to me later that this guy's outfit and the fact that he did have claws, the Raven Mount Assassin Bloody Finger had the claw weapon. I'm like, wait a second, we have a talisman that talks about that. The assassins of Ravenmount are killers by trade. They assail their victims while dressed as birds of prey. Dude, he really did have what looked like the Crow Feathers outfit. He did not have the Plague Doctor mask to complete the look, but otherwise, you know, the slight homage to Eileen. But, that's interesting. Still, why here? Why here of all places? Are the Assassins of Ravenmount, are we trying, maybe that's the lore that we're going to be coming across, is that they're connected in some way to Raya Lucaria. Perhaps, we will find out. A little bit more of housekeeping here that I do want to take care of before we jump back into things. We are going to check with Sorcerer Topes. That's another person. I mean, maybe we just need to make the rounds at, like, they're selling all these different people. There's a couple different people that are specifically connected to Raya Lucaria in some way. And it might be good for us. We maybe haven't made enough progress into Raya Lucaria just yet for anything to advance, but it's probably good to check to be sure. And so we can quickly do that here. Also, I'm curious. So he doesn't immediately react, and there is still the option to give the Academy Glintstone key. So we have used this now to go inside, and we have registered several sites of grace. There's no way that well, I mean, we can't give it to him now. Right? How the hell is this supposed to work? It's supposed to be linked. It activates a warp magic bound within the seals. We figured that out after confusion on my part. It will remember its user, meaning once it's used, it can never be passed on to another. I feel like that is going to be reflected if we try to
back to learn another. Why, of course.
Like, maybe I can try this dialogue option now? I have this irrational fear that if I do this, if I click this button, that there's this possibility that somehow we are locked out of Raya Lucaria forever. I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm worried.
So you found yourself a glintstone key, but I certainly can't take it from you. That key belongs to you. By rights, you should use it for yourself.
Okay.
It's true. I wish to return to my place of study, but that's no excuse to impose upon others. Oh, is this why Bluntstones always finish last?
Bluntstones always finish last. There's a book that I've been meaning to introduce that I've heard about. You might want to check out. I think it's called No More Mr. Bluntstone. Okay, so he recognizes the fact that it is our key. Now, that dialogue there feels to me as though it would have been the same had we talked to him before going into Raya Lucaria. So I think it was probably the case that we were always going to hold on to the key ourselves. But I was just a little bit on the worried side. Let's ask about the Glintstone key. Is this going to go back to... This has got to be new dialogue, right?
Head to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Carry on with your journey. Press forward with your fight. Don't bother holding yourself up for my sake.
Okay. I'm glad you feel that way, because that's kind of what we were doing.
Head to the academy and carry on with you. Don't bother hold.
Glad to know we're on the same page. Sorcerer Topes, and you know, check out that book. It's not bad. Let's go over to. Well, we don't have to ride anywhere. We're gonna go to Selin. I really don't think anything's gonna advance with Selin yet. I also don't know for sure that this is actually Selin.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
I don't exactly know what the heck is going on with the whole Selin situation. I did actually review my footage to see what was the item that I picked up in the Witchbane ruins, where the other Selin is being held captive. It was a sorcery. It was, I think, the Ambush Shard. One of the night sorceries of Celia, Town of Sorcery. It could be that we're not going to get any advancement at all to Selin's storyline in Raya Lucaria. We might have to actually wait till going to the Town of Sorcery. Something there in Celia will perhaps bring us some advancement with her questline. Okay. Let's go spend a little bit of our actually, what do I want? There's a couple different merchants that we could spend some runes at, but I'm actually not going to do that right now. We're gonna hold off on that till later. What I want to do, I actually forgot to check where we are in the Sites of Grace menu. Aha, Academy of Raya Lucaria is actually a completely separate area. Does that mean that we are, that there's no supposed to, it's an open world game, but if there were a suggested order, could it be that the game might want us to go to the Carian royal residence before Raya Lucaria? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters that much, at least. But who knows? Either way, I want to go back and I want to start classes. Let's head to the classroom here. One thing I did notice. Oh, there's one of our fellow classmates patrolling around up there. He looked like a wonderful, friendly guy. So one thing I did notice, there was a passageway, a ramp, a path leading up here that I had overlooked the first time. So let's see what this is all about. There's an item there, and there is a dude not paying any attention. You always got to be a little suspicious. A little suspicious about when a dude is just hanging out by himself. Is there an accomplice waiting to pounce? Oh, there's an item over there as well. Golden Rune 4. So this here is another spot that we could embark back onto the water wheel and write it down and see where it goes. This other direction, that item up there, I'm not sure we can actually reach from here. We might have to... Yeah, this is on a raised ledge. I don't remember if we looked here last time. Probably through the classroom somewhere. There is a passageway that leads back to that item. So, where do I want to go first is the question. I am not sure. Do I want to proceed through the classroom, or do I want to go back down the water wheel? Let's look over here one more time and see if maybe we can get a viewpoint of where that where the water wheel leads. Is there any position here that I can actually see where things lead. It looks like there is down in front of us. It's very difficult to see. Even me here sitting playing the game at, you know, full clarity and resolution, I can just barely make out a platform, a surface down in the distance, but it is over on that side. I think I want to check that out first. The only question I have is how are we getting back up? I guess we can warp back up. There's no restriction on traveling to sites of grace like we would if we were in like a cave. So I suppose that might be the, that's your get out of jail. Get out of jail free card. Let's do that then. Let's, I think I'm gonna embark from the higher, go up to the top here. It seems just a little bit safer to jump on from this angle. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God, hold on. The game is doing something weird right now because, my controller died. That's what was happening. Did it die because I had to frantically alt-tab back to the game and use mouse and keyboard here to bring myself back to a safe state because my heart jumped so badly because we're now, you know, we used a rune arc. We're playing with our great rune enabled, and I was like, no, are we really gonna fall and take a silly gravity? It's not even a silly science death. Is that what's going to happen to dispel our activated great rune? It's possible that okay. Give me a moment to try to clear things up here with my controller situation. Okay, I have gone ahead and plugged in my controller just to be safe. I feel like I just charged this not too long ago, but I also am not completely sure, and I would hate, for us, we are so lucky to not have fallen to our death, but my goodness, the moment that I got here and then fell through this crack, I thought for sure. I thought for sure that I mean, we've got freaking 16 more rune arcs. It's not like that big of a deal, but I would feel so bad if that were how we were to lose things. Okay, on with the show. Oh my gosh, we can actually, I was not expecting to be able to walk up that surface at that angle. That was weird. All right, we're looking around here. We are, we're trying to keep our eyes peeled for, I don't think we're going in that direction. I think is over here is where we want to be focused. Yeah, there does seem to be the drop-off point right there. Okay. Alrighty. And, have we been here before? I don't think so. Is there anywhere else that we could possibly, would we want to ride this down any further? That purple crystal over here. I don't, it looked at first like there might be a platform next to the purple crystal, but it's also like set back away from where the wheel goes. I think this is the end of the line. I think if we stayed, I don't know. Wait a second, there is an item down there. There is an item down there, isn't there? Huh. And it looks like there's some building. There is a structure down there. Are we supposed to reach that spot from the water wheel? Are we supposed to keep going down? That I'm not sure about. Oh my God. Okay, let's explore up here first, and we'll worry about... There are sending gates and such, right? It's the ability to warp around to different parts of the zone. you have that possibility. Okay, what surprises are they going to have in store for us here? Ragdolling corpses, who I could have guessed or would have guessed would come to life. Huh? I'm very much on edge right now, not only for the sake of being in a new zone, but still recovering from the near death at the hands of the controller. The controller gods. The controller did die, so there was a death, I suppose. I guess this is our way back up. What is the deal here? That is a shadow. I wondered what this was on the ground. It is just the progressing shadow of actually, I think it might be like the day, the progression of the day as we go to nighttime. And there is some shadow from the sun in the overworld that is being cast. That is one thing that's different about Elden Ring, is that even when you get into a place that is much more like a classic Dark Souls environment, there is still a progression in terms of time of day, which so far I've only noticed it to have an effect on the visibility and not necessarily the what happens in the castle. Okay, I am seeing these corpses are kind of freaking me out a bit. What the hell is the deal with these guys? I'm waiting for zombies, skeletons, something. Maybe there is some big creature that has dealt with these guys, and that's what we're about to run into here. I see. Okay, we can target. I think that's a puppeteer, and I also see. Okay, there are ambushers waiting in the bushes, but I also see some zombies on the ground with blue eyes. So I feel like there's more. There are more threats than we can see at first, but I think they are just marionettes, which means we can snipe them out of existence. They are very low health. Now, any others? Targeting. So far I can't target the guys that are on the ground here. Oh shit! Oh my god! That guy, he got on me quick. I was not expecting that to progress so rapidly. Okay, hold on here. Let's just strength, and we'll use our flame grant me strength, and we'll try not to back off of a ledge. Make sure we keep our distance here, but also not go falling off of any cliffs. No, why is that not? I forgot I can line these guys up though. That is something I was not doing here. Oh, I thought I could line them up. Is it only the charged? Fuck. It's only the charged, I think, that might go, the charged version that goes through multiple enemies. Okay, the grab is really not too deadly. It does take almost all of our FP, which is not great, but it's also, it doesn't really deal that much in the way of health damage. Not that devastating in terms of HP, so even though those were the bigger versions of the zombies, still not too bad. Avionet soldier ashes. Okay, we might not have gotten to see a new enemy, because I was too acutely, what is it, acutely paranoid. Excuse me, paranoid about being ambushed. And so we spotted, I think, a couple new enemies before they had a chance to ambush us. Is that the case here? Avionet soldiers. Spirits of marionette soldiers with avian features that were created to serve a sorcerer. Equipped with long hafted scythes, they also attack from the skies by lobbing fire pots. Can sometimes malfunction when damaged. What? What kind of malfunction are we talking about here? Man, there are so many ashes options. Jesus Christ. It's kind of like, I mean, Ashes of War, whether you're talking about Spirit Ashes, Ashes of War, there are so many freaking options. We are starting to get covered in blood here. We haven't had too many, at least not that I've noticed, we haven't had too many examples of the twinned armor being soaked in blood. So that's fun to see. Is that all? Is that all? Just a set of ashes down here? Is that what we risked life and limb for? Or is it possible for us to travel lower? Could we go even farther down? We actually can, can't we? So it looks, now that we are looking from this angle, I can see there is definitely what looks like some destructible assets down on the ground, as opposed to just a you know, a kill floor, or I can't remember what the term is, but you know, when you're just falling to your death and there's nothing down there. That does not appear to be the case. So it makes sense for us to actually go down to the bottom. Oh my God. Shit. What the hell are these things? What the hell are these things? And oh my God. I should put on my my fire grant me strength, flame grant me strength. Shit. Holy fuck. Why did I not? I'm drinking the wrong flask. Why do I think that's a health flask? How in the world? I'm panicking just a little bit here. I need to calm down. This is a different type of enemy. The other one had like the Sense Fortress swinging blades. This guy is like, he's got like the bicycle wheel, which is, I don't know. It seems like it's actually a little bit more predictable? Question mark? I just need to actually time things correctly. Okay, okay. I've done that before, where I have panicked and done a panic drink of my mana flask instead of my Estus flask. Why do I do that? You can do some weird things when you are panicking. And I think, man, it is really, I think it's just because of the fact that I have activated, I've spent a limited resource. I have spent one of my 17 rune arcs, and I know there's even more to get from vendors, but because I have done that, I am like, oh no, I don't want to die now. Oh no, I don't want to die. Quick, heal, heal, heal. And somehow in my mind, thinking that healing, it's maybe because we drink the cerulean flask a lot more often when we're exploring in the overworld, don't we? All right, I'm gonna have to be wary now. I don't know how much more content there is going to be down here at the bottom, but we're gonna have to be wary of running out of FP if there is much more to be done. But maybe not. There might only be a little bit here, and grabbing some glintstone fireflies, a smithing stone 5, and then just surviving the encounter with that. What the hell are we going to call those things? We're going to need a loot drop from one of them, I think, to clarify. But we've seen the two of those. I guess we've seen one of them in the capital as well, haven't we? I think we've seen one in the capital, way, way, way down. The little preview that we got when we warped to the capital from the transporter chest. Longtail cat talisman. Does this prevent fall damage? Is this our cat ring? Grants immunity to fall damage, but does not prevent death from a high fall. See, that's, I don't think that, I feel like that's not going to be very useful, because most of the gravity deaths that we have suffered have felt like, I don't know, maybe not. Like me jumping off of a set of ruins while on torrent and taking more fall damage than I thought I was going to. Maybe this would prevent that. A brooch depicting Lacrima, the long-tailed cat. Lacrima features in the Fables of Raya Lucaria, in which she is described as a fairy cat who was fond of playing in the Great Bell Tower. The Bell Tower, which I think we've been to. Technically the first part of Raya Lucaria that we went to. We have the cat ring now. I mean, it could come in handy in some situations. Let's not, may very well be useful to us. So we will definitely not count it out prematurely. All right, what else? What else shall we find here? But those enemies on wheels with the grabby hands, that is such unique enemy designs in FromSoft games, and Elden Ring is definitely no exception. There is a ledge up here to the left, but it feels like the only way I can get there is by, I guess I have to ride up the the water wheel. Okay, I guess that's all there is to this part down here. Let me just double check for any other little side passages or anything that I might have missed. We've seen one of those contraptions. One of them was outside of Raya Lucaria with the Sen's Fortress blades. This one had the skeleton spiky wheels of death. Should we just put on our cat ring right now in case of just in case? The problem is if I do that, I'm gonna go heavy load, I think. Or not. Where is it? Down here. Wait, I'm not heavy load? Surprising. I guess it's because, oh, it's because of the rune. We've gotten more equip load because our endurance is up by 5. Okay, sure. Fine by me. I think I was supposed to go up more. But can I jump? I don't think I can jump from while riding on one of these. I don't think I can jump over that far. Maybe I can. Maybe I can. Never mind. There's a Trina's Lily there. Okay. Now, the mystery still remains as to how do we get over to that item? Oh, man. Was there something that I missed? And now, am I in a spot? No, I can fall back down here. I don't have to make some crazy jump over to... I can just fall back down here. Let's go back down to the bottom one more time. Because how do we get over to that item? If we're not getting there from here... Oh, I did not see there's actually just a clear set of a staircase almost of crystals that has been set up for us. Cool. Okay, so we don't actually need... It's interesting that we don't actually need the Equiplo that we get from the Erdtree's favor. Although, if we go with this, we might even be able to go with the heavier armor set. But the only heavier armor set from here really is the Banished Knight gear, isn't it? And then that puts us at heavy load. Depending on what pieces we put on. And I'm also kind of liking the fashion souls of the twin set. We could just... We could put our HP up over 1,000. If we go back to strength, that does boost our damage a little bit. We could go double Scar Seal. Really live on the edge of no damage negation. Same thing with this this Sacred Scorpion Charm, which I kind of forgot about. Crucible Knot Talisman. Would that have helped us yesterday against the headshot that we took? Maybe the headshot that we took from the that one sorcerer down in the cave. It might be a good idea to, like... No, I'm gonna just go with the... I just can't... The Erdtree's Favor is just such a generally good fallback, you know? So that's what we will roll with for now. A Lost Ashes of War. Fascinating. What is this thing? What in the world is this little... Is this supposed to be like a mini mausoleum? Or is this the private study of one of the Raya Lucaria elite? Lost Ashes of War out there, though. Okay. All right, a good pickup. Now I think we are ready to head back to the top. I think we have got what we came for. And maybe did not quite get what we deserved. I don't know if it was a battery-related thing or if it was just my Bluetooth getting disconnected, but whatever happened with the controller, we might have deserved to take a gravity death, but we did not, fortunately, have to suffer that fate just yet. There will be a death at some point, but for now, we can press forward in the into Raya Lucaria. And we can do so... We're going to adjust our flasks, which is something I should have done right from the get-go. I've been noticing that when we're in these situations where we don't get our flasks replenished, I need a little more mana, especially if I'm going to go panic drinking. Let's try not to panic drink into no mana flasks. We'll try to avoid that. But I think just... our normal flask usage is such that we want to be giving ourselves that extra crimson. This guy's outfit is a little new, but he has the same stone crown that we have seen many times before. A key item in that direction. I say key item. Whenever I say that, I'm just observing the purple glow more notable item. Okay, Charge Frenzied Burst does not take these guys out on its own. But these guys are pretty weak no matter what. You can just run up and hit them. No big deal. The Glintstone Sorcerers so far, other than very strange headshots that can happen randomly. You never want to underestimate your opponents, but these guys are not the most fear-inducing. Oh! Okay. Maybe it was nothing, but at the very last moment I saw underneath a raised tile, which made me think that this was going to be a trap. But now I'm not so sure because it could just be part of many raised tiles that we kind of see strewn around the environment here. So we'll still position ourselves a little bit safely. We have though a Conspectus scroll. Something to give to Selen, it looks like. Sorcery scroll from the Academy of Raya Lucaria details superior sorceries taught to scholars worthy of donning the stone crown and studying a certain Conspectus. Glintstone Comet Shard and Star Shower. We've been on the receiving end, I think, of the Comet Shard. And then we have a chest. Glintstone's Craftsman's Cookbook 5. I think we've skipped 4. I think this is going from 3 to 5. So we do not have access to 4 yet. This gives us a lot of magic stuff. Magic arrows, magic grease. Cool. Bow sorceries. Check our key items to be sure, but I think I take it back. Never mind. When did we get 4? There are some of these details that I don't remember, and maybe, you know, this might be something that I would very cautiously look up on a wiki page, still being very mindful of the fact that you can still see things on wiki pages that you don't want to see. So even then, I might just ask one of my trusted advisors, where did I get this? It was somewhere in Liurnia, right? All this magic stuff, all this glintstone stuff has been Liurnia, Liurnia, Liurnia. Okay. I'm hearing some crackling, some electricity sounds, which I think might be the gravity dude, the gravity dude's portal from down below. I think that's all that was. Let me check back in here real fast just to make sure there was a dude, okay. So this is how a little bit of how my mind works. When I first came in, or when I first turned in this direction, I saw the bookshelf. I can't see exactly how it looks now that it's been revealed as a sus bookshelf. But I saw it, and I don't know if there were like glimpses of light that were showing through, but there was something about it that registered as, ooh, that looks sus, I should roll into it. And then I got distracted by these guys over here. And I was like, oh, taking these guys out. And I just completely forgot about that. Like I filed away that thought about rolling into that sus bookcase at some point, and I had completely forgotten about it. I got distracted here and opened a chest and then got some loot and maybe got a trap. Not a trap or pressure plate here underneath this loot corpse, and I had completely forgotten about it until I just barely managed, like, I think you could see the moonlight from the outside that was just, like, Z-fighting through the wrong way through the textures. Whatever it was, there was something from the outside that was showing through that made me think, oh, wait a second, I was going to roll into that. Sus bookshelf. We really need to be... I feel like my sus wall radar has gone down. I have not been as faithfully checking for... We went a long way through the game, a large portion of the game, sort of just not finding any, and so I started to even question whether they were a thing in Elden Ring. We need to be on the ball, looking for, especially in Raya Lucaria, the magicians, the sorcerers. They seem to hide all sorts of things, including curved cave walls that can be dispelled. This is kind of interesting here with this staff above the figure on the altar. Raya Lucaria. Okay, we need to keep it moving here. What are we learning here at the academy? Roll into sus walls. That's what we're learning. Sus bookcases. Whatever the case may be. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, did my fire run out? Why did I not kill him? Why did it not? I still have the fire grant me strength, so I don't know why that didn't kill the guy. I was like, I'm gonna get, if I use my charged up. My camera lock is also not quite working the way that I'm expecting it to. And these guys with their annoying little magic arrows. Okay, there's a jar on our case. There's a jar. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone here. Hold on a second. We're just gonna go ahead and actually drink a Estus flask here. Okay, these guys are sturdy. But they don't hit incredibly hard. Oh, maybe they're not as sturdy as I thought. But they're gonna do this thing. Okay. All right, this is not too bad. I always, or I never feel fantastic about that death animation with the jars. My goodness. Okay, we have jars to worry about. That is a little bit more of an intimidating prospect. We get a living jar shard and a raw meat dumpling. Is that what these guys have inside? Is that why it says that? Is that why Alexander says that he is a container for warriors? Is that? Oh, I just realized that maybe that's what they actually just have the remains of, like, corpses inside them. Okay. Interesting observation there. I don't know if that's true or not, but well, okay. Let's see if we can get back on track here with going sniper mode. It's just this one guy over here. So do we need to go sniper mode? We're not gonna go sniper mode. We're just gonna go charge in mode, which is not often what I do, but in that situation, it seemed like an okay move because we had dealt with everything else in the vicinity. So, pick up our sorcerer manchettes. Oh, there is a star dial. Is that what we decided to call these things, which I now have in my mind associated with Radon? A ritual pot. Cool. Is it the Raya Lucaria guys that are responsible though for the whole jar situation? Like we've seen at the minor Erd trees, the jars that have been destroyed. Is that because the corpses that they were housing were meant to be sacrifices to the minor Erd tree? Or maybe did those things become the Erd tree avatars? Is that what the avatars are? The avatars, though, have a very tree-like quality. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sorcerer manchettes. Manchettes worn by Raya Lucaria's Scholars of Sorcery, made by wrapping a simple cloth around the forearms. our third living jar shard. Fragment of a living jar hardened after its death. Such fragments command a high price. This leaves the living jars unfortunate targets for poachers. And I guess we looted a was it a raw meat dumpling? But it doesn't show up in our recent items because I think it went to storage. I think that's what happened. Because we can only apparently have 3 of these. Restores HP, but also poisons the user. I don't know what's going on with the jars, but I am concerned. Oh, that actually just has an open on it. I had a feeling it would not open from this side, though, so that is something to be done later. Oh, this guy has a little buckler shield, it looks like. All right, is he being guarded by... There are others around him, but they all have their backs turned. Oh, this guy does not, though. I knew there had to be somebody keeping watch here. Also, this painting looks very... little Cruella de Vil up here. I want to... Oh, and look at all the stone crowns. There are actually quite a variety of these things, aren't there? When they're on the enemies... I don't know how many different variations there are on the enemies, but at least on the wall there, you can see the stone crowns have a fair bit of variety, kind of like maybe this is the thing, is that the paintings that we saw at the beginning, those 3 paintings that we saw last time, are those like the founders of the school? And these masks here, the stone crowns, are all kind of modeled after them? How do we want to deal with this? I'd like to be able to take you out, but I'm going to attract attention from everybody, most likely. So what we're going to do here is we're going to keep going with our sniper setup that we've been doing. At least to start. Now, interestingly, it looks like we did not attract the attention that I thought we were going to. We got these guys to come over and take a look, but not the other guy. Now, the thing about sorcerers is that you can't really kite them, so you kind of have to just run up and get in their face, or you wait for them to go back to ignoring you. That might be the other strategy here to potentially. I don't want to be, oh, okay, sure. What was that guy doing? I thought he had lost awareness of us. I think he did, but also he was acting very strangely. All right, what's this loot? A Furl Calling, Finger Remedy. Thank you for that. Okay, so we have another star dial, but this one does not have the starlight shards like so many of the others have had. Unfortunately. Not that we rely on that item by any stretch. I think I've only used it ever once, ever, during was it the Godric fight? Have I ever used one of those outside of that context? So we've seen all the different varieties of stone crowns, and we also have, that is quite a, look at this hat. My goodness. Is this the Dumbledore of the place? A bit too young to be Dumbledore. I really shouldn't make too many Harry Potter references. I will expose my lack of knowledge in that department. There's a fog gate. Huh. There's a fog gate there. Oh, and there is another sus bookcase. So I think the tell so far, from what I have seen, is when you see a bookshelf or a bookcase, whatever, bookshelf, with no books. I think that has been the giveaway that we have seen in both instances. Now, where the hell does this lead? To a chest. Okay, okay. Feels sus. There's a ladder here as well. And there's a piece of loot in addition to the chest. There's a piece of loot behind whatever altar is up there. Okay, we'll check this out more thoroughly. It's fun to make sus wall discoveries, but I wanted to check and see if there was a site of grace near the fog gate. Huh. I don't see one. I don't see one here. Maybe there is one hidden back here somewhere? How far of a run back is that? If we are dealing with an actual boss fight, that's a fair run back, isn't it? They've been pretty friendly so far about giving us pretty close sites of grace in relation to boss fights. Maybe there is one through this door that opens from the other side, and maybe that is... maybe that's connected somehow to this sus wall that we just found? Let's see if we can find out. I guess we will start by getting this piece of loot. A stone sword key. Got it. And we have the same painting of this prominent individual here. Ooh, and we have our hourglass that we saw the last time. Hate that our lighting goes away. Comet. Fires a great magic comet. Comet. Please keep your comments spoiler-free and backseating-free. My mods are watching. One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Raya Lucaria takes 52 intelligence. Fires a great magical comet. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. Charging enhances potency. The greatest of the Corollos Conspectus's sorceries that only a very few sorcerers have ever mastered. I did forget that we have this this Conspectus scroll, which we can take to Sellen. Maybe we'll do that when we get to the next site of grace. I say that I don't want to make Harry Potter references, but I can't help but think that we have Corollos Conspectus. We also have these other... actually, you know, we can maybe answer the question here that I was going to wonder about. Are these different, like, houses? Corollos Conspectus, Olivinus Conspectus. Why don't we just look this up? We're at the portion of the program where we look up a word. What is conspectus? There maybe is a definition that can kind of clarify my confusion here. So a conspectus is a general survey of a subject. A synopsis. Okay. A general sketch or outline of a subject. Okay, so these are different... It does feel kind of like different houses within Hogwarts. Like they're focusing on different aspects of study. Or they're named after their different conspectuses, conspecti, that are named after different people within the academy. Anyway, focusing on some perhaps important, perhaps not important details. Here's the paintings I was talking about a little bit before, a little bit earlier. There's only 2 of them here. Where's the third? Okay, what's up the ladder? I'm hesitant also about going through that fog gate because it could very well mean that we are taking a death and losing the effects of our rune arc, which would be a little sad. Here's the other painting. Oh, and another one. Why is there a ladder here? Why are we able to get up to this portion of the walkway? Is there another sus passageway somewhere here? Well, there is a bit of broken... Oh, is this on the other side of the wall? Oh, shit. It is, isn't it? There's a way for us to fall down behind the wall. That's why this is here. I see. That's funny how your brain immediately, because you expect, there's a certain level of expectation when you're playing a Dark Souls game that areas don't go unused. If you're able to reach a certain area, there's usually an item, you know, or they show there's an item in the distance to let you know that you're supposed to be able to get here. They're very good at communicating what is the quote-unquote purpose of a particular part of the world. And in this case, there's no item up here, right? There's a ladder, but there's no item once you get up here. So what's the deal? Your radar starts to go up, and then you realize, aha, there's a secret. There is a, oh my god. Oh shit. I think we might be dropping down to that door that opens from the other side. At least that's what I'm hoping. I don't know if I need my cat ring. I'm gonna hope that I don't here. Oh boy. This, I'm not able to target anything. I thought at first that this was an enemy right in front of me here. It made me think of like the Witch's Veil from Dark Souls. Just to be safe. Okay. It's a very conspicuous asset there. I don't remember seeing that one before. I think this is the door. I want to make sure I establish that before doing anything else in this room. There we go. Okay, cool. We did. It did lead around here. Oh my god, there are jars. Jars that I cannot target. Perhaps I can talk to them? There are a lot of... I'm not talking to these jars. These jars ain't the talking sort, I'm afraid. They just were waiting to spring to life. Still don't feel great. Still don't feel good about doing this. But there's nothing else to be done. There's nothing else to be done. There's another one coming. There's so many of you hiding in here. What's the deal with the jars? There was a big jar outside, and then the rest of the jar family in here. What the heck? As I was saying before I was interrupted, a whole bunch of piles of bones. Graven School Talisman. Graven School Talisman. The artwork there is just like the amalgamation of the stone crowns that we've seen throughout different parts of the overworld. It was a talisman, right? I mean, we have a new items. It does say Graven School Talisman on it, but we have recent items. Raises potency of sorceries. Cool. A talisman depicting a school of graven mages. A school of graven mages, the nightmare of the academy. Graven mages, similar to the Graven Witch. The nightmare of the academy. Raises potency of sorceries. The primeval current is a forbidden tradition of glintstone sorcery. To those who cleave to its teachings, the act of collecting sorcerers to fashion them into the seeds of stars is but another path of scientific inquiry. Oh my god. The crossover here between Elden Ring and Bloodborne needs more eyes. The act of collecting sorcerers to fashion them into the seeds of stars. Okay. Some sorcerers were collected and then fashioned into... So instead of an amalgamation of stone crowns, it is a seed of stars? What the hell is going on here, dude? This shit is fucked up. Also, what is fucked up is that there's no site of grace. So, not only are we risking life and limb heading into a, potential boss encounter here, we have 4 flasks each, and we have our Flask of Wondrous Physic. So, it's not like we are, you know, completely, resource starved. And there's nowhere else to go, from what I can tell. We have to go through the Fog Gate. We must do it. The only question is, I mean, I'm gonna drink. I should drink all my stuff beforehand. Do all the things, right? We have spell-proof dried liver. Might be a good thing to just use one of those, because there's a good chance that there is a magic-oriented enemy going through that door. Do I hear breathing? I hear breathing. And it sounds to be somewhat deep breathing. Like a big creature is on the other side of this door. All right, you know, we used a rune arc. We gave ourselves a nice time getting our attributes boosted. That time may be coming to an end. We're going to try to do the best we can, though, going into an unknown environment, an unknown encounter. Red Wolf of Radagon. The Red Wolf of Radagon. Okay, he doesn't have much health. Does not have all that much health. He's got some moves though. There's a little bit of sif in this guy. This wolf can dance. I am rolling way too soon. Damn it. And I panic drunk. I panic drink. Panic drink when I panic. Dang. Okay. We could have first tried that. That could have been a first try. The Red Wolf of Radagon. Fascinating. The spell-proof dried liver was a good call. Man, our health bar and our mana bar and our endurance bar are so much smaller now. That's rough that they send you, maybe it's not that far back. I mean, we're going to make a run here and probably get back there in little to no time. And it's definitely a boss that we can take on. We don't have to, we can do this. Let's reapportion our flasks. The Red Wolf of Radagon. He had some magic. There were some sorcery, glint blade, phalanx type attacks, but he also had, it was very tough to tell because absorbing these things the very first time you're seeing something, was it like a holy sword or something in its mouth? And its attacks, its swings were so delayed to where, you know, the classic just anticipating, oh, here's when I should roll. Rolling way too soon. I'm just, you know, I'm bugged about losing my rune arc. That's the thing about an item like a rune arc, because we're not getting them in droves. Yes, we still have 16 of them, but it's not enough for me to feel like, oh, I'm just going to throw a rune arc back on and just jump right back into that fight. It's a little disheartening when you finally do lose it. Let's go 7-3. And let's think about spells. We're not going to need the Frenzied Burst. Dang, this was what I should have done. The whole point of going in with a rune arc plus the Flask of Wondrous Physic is to be able to use the Flame of the Fell God. God damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. Unless I want to use another rune arc. I could do that. Do I even want to use Blessing's Boon? I don't think so. Do I want to use any other spells besides the Flame Grant Me Strength? I mean, I could do this thing. I could do... The thing is, if we're running past everybody, we may or may not have time at the fog gate to do our buffs. Maybe we will. But we could do this. Oh, I need to switch my talismans. That's the other thing I almost forgot. See, this is where I have to switch back to... I have to switch back to the Land of Reeds, Greaves, and I have to switch this to the Star Scourge Heirloom. And I'm still heavy load because I put the torch on. So now we're at the setup that we were using for quite some time. Okay. I think I know what I want to do now. Let's try that. Let's do the Blessing Spoon again. This is an over-optimization that you don't need, probably. But I'm going to use it because we're running back. And we're going to... Question is, where are we running here? Is this the way? This is the way, isn't it? I'm running over here to sort of de-aggro some guys. Just get them off my case momentarily, but I maybe should have just run through the fog gate. My over-optimization brain here is overthinking things, perhaps. But the Red Wolf of Radagon, there was definitely a feeling that we were facing off against Sif, a version of Sif at least, perhaps a more deadly version of Sif. All right, let's try it again. Let's see if we can do this. Nope. Gosh, we have so much less health. Oh, man. Having that rune arc is such a boon. Ugh, yuck. I'm kind of sad right now, guys. I'm kind of sad because I want to put a rune arc back on. Man, I might just do it. I might just fucking do it. That was so nice having the rune arc on there. We're going to give a couple more attempts, just like this. We're just going to do things like this. Just for a little while. I can't live with myself. We might also just kill a few of these guys along the way. We don't have to, like, run past every single person. And also I can run to this side and avoid that other guy. I should have drank this first. Dang. So when he swings around, man, I thought we would be in a little bit of a dead spot there. So that the backswing from his, man, it's kind of like the weapon that he's got in his mouth feels a little bit like Margit, actually. I need to get a closer look at it here where things are happening so fast. Everything is so hectic. But he hits us on that backswing. I was hoping he wouldn't hit us. And still, my rules are just timed very poorly. And we have so much less health without our rune arc. Oh my god, I really should just literally put a rune arc back on right now. Why do I not do it? Why am I so stubborn? Why am I like this? I just feel like the boss is not, we're doing enough damage to where this fight should be doable without using another rune arc. And if that's the case, I want to get it done. Dang it. Man. In some cases, it's actually better for us to be guarding rather than to take a silly hit because we mistimed a rule. We're actually doing pretty good damage negation with our scale sword. Yeah, 66% physical damage negation. Obviously, there's a lot of elemental damage here. There's magic and I'm guessing holy. So we're not doing a ton of damage negation in that department, but it's something. We can do this. I believe. The Red Wolf of Radagon is not that difficult. Shouldn't be. Famous last words. We can do it. Gonna try to get my runes back here. No, I rolled. Dang it. So I intentionally delayed my roll there because trying to get the timing right. Don't want to roll too early. This guy's tricky. This guy does have some trickiness to him, and now we're gonna have to craft some more spell-proof dried liver. There are some instances where he's at a distance, and we could potentially use... what am I thinking? Some ranged spells, like, you know, throw in a lightning spear. But at the same time, do I want to deviate from this plan? Not yet. Not just yet. I feel like this is a formula that I'm understanding. A formula that I'm understanding. I don't want to break what I'm doing just yet. I keep saying it, but I think we can do this. I know we can do this. We just gotta be smart. And ultimately, you know, now that we're getting reps on this fight, it would be okay, I think, to pop a rune arc, because our chances of success, I think, are much higher than when we first walked through this fog gate. That's the other thing about doing this sort of thing before, getting more reps before just putting a rune arc directly back on. I don't know why it didn't trigger the magma. I am so not timed. I would like to drink. What a... I'm not two-handed anymore. Okay, that might have been the big comet. That's the first time we've seen that move. Fuck. Oh my god. There we go. Wow, we get a memory stone from that. Okay. Not really what I'm looking for. I don't really particularly need memory stones. That was a pretty nice amount of runes. We did already have like 17k, but we basically doubled our runes with our gold pickled foulfoot there. We get a memory stone as a result of beating the Red Wolf of Radagon. Let's go. All right. Whew. That was fun. Did not have a ton of health. We were definitely doing... We're also doing, I think, a lot of damage, right? We've got this Flame Grant Me Strength combined with the Magma Sword, which is pretty dope. So, either way, though, you know, it's a boss that... it's a Dark Souls boss. You have to learn the patterns. Now, from a lore standpoint, let's just check to make sure it's the same as the other memory slots. Prized by sorcerers who produce them. This will be more, much more valuable once we start getting more incantations that take up 2 slots. Like that is the Flame of the Fell God takes up 2. When we start getting more of those, then the memory slots are going to be much, much, much more valuable. This is a very, very cool looking room. I was only noting it silently to myself as I was dying to the boss. There was only the subconscious nonverbal portion of my brain that was registering like, dang, this place looks so cool. And I am also realizing now, this is one of the loading screens, is it not? So, okay, there's a lot to look at here. Let's see if we can take it in. Did I activate the Site of Grace? I think I did. We're gonna rest as well. Maybe we even level up. We'll think about that here in a moment, but I do want to take a little bit of time looking around, looking OP. The chandeliers on the sides are gorgeous, but you have all of these paintings. Some of which we have seen before, but others are new. I think these two here, they look like ones we've seen, but these are different. We finally have 2 people. Are these the twin sages? The twin sage conspectus? Like, the impression that I'm getting is that each one of these are these are like the elite sorcerers of the academy, and each one of them has a conspectus named after them. Just a guess. Now, we see mostly, well, I was gonna say, these seem to be clearly men. And then you have... This one I'm not sure about. This is a little... This painting here is a little bit ambiguous. I would have said feminine, but it's a little unclear. I think this one is clearly female. I want to know, are there names? They wouldn't be so. Dark Souls is not the kind of Elden Ring. FromSoft games are not the kind where they have like the names of the sorcerers underneath. That was very loud. They wouldn't put like the names of these people underneath their paintings. I can also see that these paintings are there are several duplicates. If we count the ones that are unique, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we count the twin sages as 1, that's 5. This guy with the diagonal staff, I think, is 6. I think I count 6 unique paintings. Are those the different houses of Raya Lucaria? There's a walkway as well. There's a second level to this room, and it's not clear to me immediately how I get there. I don't see a ladder. So I'm guessing we're going to be reaching there from somewhere else. We got this lovely purple banner that has been... is this an ink stain or... No, it's a tear, isn't it? Because I can see the books behind. I thought at first there was some weird Z fighting that was letting me see the bookshelf behind, but I think that's just a tear in the fabric. Torn by the red wolf. That poor red wolf had been locked up in here. Poor guy was going stir crazy. Just wanted to play. Just wanted to play with somebody, and we finally were able to oblige. The Red Wolf of Radagon. I want to get my my lantern back on here. Gone. Radagon and Renala. Was the wolf part of the gift? I think I remember them saying that the arcane egg that Renala has was the gift that was given to her by Radagon, but maybe the wolf was another one. And now out into the open courtyard here. I see crabs. Why the hell are there crabs? Who let in the goddamn crabs? Okay, before we explore further, before we press forward, we do want to level up. It's kind of like a perfect amount of runes. Do we keep going with faith? Where do I want to level? Man, it was so nice having those extra hit points. Are we too under-leveled in vigor? We might be. We only get... It always sucks so much when we get only 1 point in endurance. Or 1 point in stamina from endurance. Ooh, we get +4 damage to our scale sword from strength. That's pretty cool. What do I want to do here? Like, we should be getting our respec option soon, I would think. It's somewhere here in Raya Lucaria, right? So maybe we don't overstress this. Let's just give ourselves some hit points and move on with our lives. The only question is, do I pop a... Man, I liked how that rune arc felt. I liked how it felt, and I kind of want to just give myself another rune arc now that we are past the boss. There's a good chance that we're not going to need We're not going to be running into a boss right away. And so, you know, we have 16 of these. We're going to find more of them. We can buy more of them if we want to back at the hold. Let's use them in a situation like this where it makes sense. I think I like that plan. I can definitely feel a lot better about it when the Red Wolf of Radagon is in our rear view. And I can, it allows me to give myself a torch, like all sorts of good things. The problem is you get used to having these things, and then all of a sudden when they're not there. Okay, the other thing I noticed is that we are heading out into the courtyard here, and we have the ability to summon. So I think we're gonna do that with Stormhawk Dean. I do want to quickly, let me readjust my flasks, give myself a little bit more magic. 5/5 seems good, and let's go into the courtyard. Oh, I need more spells. What am I doing? Hold on a second. Let's get our spell lineup back as well. Now that we have 7 slots, oh my god, we have so many options. So many things we can do with memory slots. Let's get that switched around. Let's put that there. Let's go short range fire option. Maybe we just go flame sling, yeah, for like a shorter range fire option when we don't want to do like the full. That's what we could do actually. Let's have like our sniper option with the frenzied burst, and then like if there's like a sliver of health left, we can switch to the flame sling. And then we can go back to Howl of Shabriri and try to play with that more, and also have the Flame of the Fell God as the last option when we use our Flask of Wondrous Physic. I think that's how my logic is going to play out on that. Okay, let's go. And we'll get to use Stormhawk Dean for the first time and see what the Stormhawk. What abilities that you have. Oh my goodness. Did you just buff us? Yo, we just got a buff from this guy. He came straight in and said, here, have some attack power goodness added to your portfolio. I love it. Okay, now we did just pop a rune arc. Let's try not to suffer any random gravity deaths, as I see an item at the end of that staircase. Okay, and I see items out on like, oh god. Let's I see an item there. Oh my goodness. That seems unsafe. Okay. Now, if it's just crabs and hollow scrubs, I think we'll be okay. Something tells me that there's going to be a little bit more to deal with in this courtyard. We will find out soon. I guess let's check up these stairs. Because maybe this is how we get up to the... Oh, but then... Fuck me. Oh my god, that was so little warning. I was not paying attention to the Stormhawk phasing out of existence. Don't worry, we'll bring you back, my dude. Okay, we got some friends to deal with here. How do we want to play this? Let's take care of this guy first. Oh, he actually, even with flame grant me strength, he still was not one shot. Excuse me. It's not. I was thinking that I could just get a hit off before you were able to get another swing, but you were able to chain together a whole bunch of business that I wasn't ready for. Good for you. 3 living jar shards. And our 12th cracked pot. I see. I thought at first that this might be where we get up to that ledge inside of the Red Wolf's boss room. Maybe not. Okay, I guess we're gonna go and we're gonna sit at the, well, okay, here's what I can do. I can do a very quick log out and log back in, and that allows us to, I could just sit at the freaking, we only took out a couple hollows, and it's not that big a deal to go back and just sit at the site of grace so we can summon our Stormhawk friend. That's really what I wanted to do. I want to have more time with Stormhawk Dean, especially if he's going to give us attack power buffs. Like that is some action there that I want a part of. We'll just be a little more careful not to wander out of the bounds. No wandering out of bounds when we have the Stormhawk on the case. Yeah, he just instantly buffs you. That is so cool. What are the threats that we need to be ready for? So far, I'm just seeing hollows and crabs. Stormhawk Dean might be overkill. But if there's, there we go. Here we go. We finally got the answer to our question. Ooh, there we go. How do I get the critical hit? I did not, it wasn't apparent to me there how we were supposed to get the critical hit. Yeah, having a summon around for these whirligig contraptions, whatever the hell they are, is a good distraction. I was about to say that the presence of small crabs could suggest big crabs nearby, but there's no, so far, from what I can see, there is no water from which those giant crabs could surface from. So I don't know. Glintstone fireflies. And there was an item up here. Stormhawk Dean could use a little health. Let's give him some trickle heal. Get our new best friend topped off. As we get another stone sword key. Okay, all right. Definitely looking forward to getting another one of those imbued sword keys, though. When will that be? Will there be one here in Raya Lucaria? The noise that I'm hearing, I think, is coming from Stormhawk Dean, but I'm also not totally sure. Never mind. They don't need water to pop out of. Never mind. Whoa, is that sleep? Is this a sleep crab? Is that what he's spewing? Is he putting... I'm out of magic. He's putting our Stormhawk to sleep. Okay, well, I was right to be sus of giant crabs. They can hide anywhere, especially if they are, maybe these are Albanort crabs. I forgot about that possibility. If they're spewing the Saint Trina's sleep. Okay, I'm hearing something inside of this building? Question mark? Don't know exactly what I'm hearing, but I know it's a sound that I'm not used to hearing. There's something going on in there. Can I get inside? Where is the way in? Looks like we have to go up there and traverse across this way, perhaps. Okie dokie. The Crabby Courtyard. The Albanor Crabby Courtyard. Another Trina's Lily here. Oh, and a door. Does not open from this side. Is that a golden seed that I spy? Do I spy a golden seed? And what the hell are you all looking at? Waiting for something to swoop in. Waiting for like a dragon or something to just swoop in all of a sudden. Huh. I don't know exactly what they were looking at, but I think we have our third golden seed. And we do. Let's just make sure that it's 3. It is. Need 1 more, so that's good. There is a path over here to the left that I spotted. Let's try to stay wary of when our Stormhawk starts disappearing. This feels like a sus opening here. Yup. Yup. Get out of here. If that is sleep, the sleep status ailment that is being spewed, I still don't know if we've actually seen that, you know, as a meter that shows on, as actually like like we see the madness building up when we cast the Frenzied Burst, but I don't think I've seen a similar thing when it comes to sleep. Golden Rune 4. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with sleep. I don't know exactly how it would affect us. I definitely don't feel sleepy when I am playing Elden Ring. I am not affected by the sleep status. It helps that I normally play in the morning. I feel like I'm much more into the game, much more aware of things at the early part of the day. It's also cooler in my apartment. It is much warmer, especially in the summer, in the afternoon. I love this buff that we get from, yo, what the hell is this thing? Is that a... What? We got the stone crown. And it is, this particular one is called the Corolos Glintstone Crown. That is the, that is a unique looking crab. A glintstone crab, you might say. Just hiding out back here. Is that? I wonder if that's like literally the only one of those crabs in the entire game. My brain was focused on this idea that maybe this, you know, like the precipice of anticipation that this platform was going to fall away on us. Let's check out our new helm. And even try it on for size. Why don't we? What's our, we're at medium load. Did it actually, it is better in the, like, magic elemental damage negation. It's really actually pretty comparable, stats-wise, overall, to the twin helm. Ha! That is a, that's an interesting look there, I gotta say. One of the glintstone crowns bestowed upon Raya Lucaria scholars whose pursuits were deemed worthy. Increases intelligence to the detriment of stamina. Okay, I did not realize that was part of the deal. Okay, we might be switching that out. Post haste. The Corolos Conspectus is the oldest of the Academy's lineages of study, begat by the sorcerer Azur. Okay, so there goes that theory that I had, that there would have been a sorcerer actually named Corolos. Azur was his name. Scholars who follow in his footsteps pursue the mysteries of comets. Corolos and comets. We did pick up that sorcery earlier, right? The comet sorcery, and it is, yeah, the greatest of the Corolos Conspectus sorceries. It may be nothing more than just another way to add some flavor to each of the different types of sorceries. Now, I was gonna actually just run around with this on my head because, hey, we're in Raya Lucaria, when in Rome. How much stamina exactly are we losing when we do that? 12 stamina, and we don't get any benefit from the added intellect. That's the problem, right? It doesn't help us at all. Maybe there are like some spells that we could go get. How much does it boost the intellect? Let's look at that. By 3. It's not worth it. Not worth it for us, but a fun Fashion Souls option. If you are really that committed to the Fashion Souls. Unfortunately, I'm enough Function Souls minded where I'm not going to be able to work with that. At least not at the moment. We'll think about it. There are those spells from D. D had the... I don't remember what they were called. They're now at the Twin Maiden vendor. Oh, that's it? You come over in this direction and he's just gone. I guess we were done with the area, though, that he could have helped us in. So thanks for the help, Stormhawk Dean. We appreciate the buff that you were able to give us. Got to get in close on these guys. We're out of stamina. Don't give them any space. That is really maybe the mistake. The one mistake that I've been making is trying to go sniper versus sniper. Really the counter to the sorcerers. Oh, where did you come from? The hell did you come from? I don't know how that missed you. Okay. Whoa! A glintstone wet blade. Oh. Let's look at this. Ah. Hold on. I hear an enemy. Or I think I hear an enemy. Let's just make sure the area is secure and then we'll ponder. Maybe it was just a guy down below. A hollow of no renown. I think that's all it was. No, it's this guy. I see you. You're out of here. Okay. Does this open? That does not open from this side. Okay. All right. I think we are at a safe spot here. That guy is patrolling over there. He can mind his own business for the moment. A glintstone wet blade with a cipher engraved can be used as a whetstone knife when applying an affinity using physical or magic type ashes of war. An additional affinity of magic or frost can be chosen. Okay, maybe this is how the Ashes of War system works. The Ashes of War system is not fully online yet because we have wet blades to collect. The iron wet blade is not the only kind. The glintstone wet blade, this suggests somewhere out there is a sacred wet blade or some sort of faith-based incantation-centric wet blade. That would be for our build. Okay. That is an exciting prospect. So the Ashes of War system will be revisited once again once we have even more options at our disposal. That's a fun pickup. I like that. What we're going to do here is we're going to get our trickle heal rolling, and we're going to drink our cerulean flask, and we're going to get up in the face of this dude. Take him out. And pick up a golden rune too. Suswall? Alright, it looks like well, hold on. Did I fully check in this area? Inside here. We did? Question mark? The sus walls could be anywhere, so there is a lot of potential backtracking to be done in Raya Lucaria. Something I may be doing off camera in between sessions. But I think the next place to go is over here. Oh, hello. Get out of here. I wasn't expecting you to be down below. Oh, is this the, shortcut established. Nice. Okay, I love these sorts of, this is great. This is great. This is when you know you're playing a FromSoft game. Shortcut established. So that's our first little checkpoint of progress. Now, at the same time, is this a dead end? Or, oh, no, we have rooftops to traverse. Golden Rune 3. They're taking us, they're leading us to the next stage of adventure here. Oh, God. Rooftops? Rooftops? I can hardly wait. Okay, well, I guess let's jump into it. Shall we? Now this, I think, just goes back down to where we were before. So I don't think we want to go that way. What we want to do is we want to stay away from the edge and any uncalled for gravity deaths. Now at the same time, it looks like you can fall on this side as well. So the best option is just stay near the middle. Marionettes, huh? Okay. I think we can deal with those guys if I have line of sight. That was the only thing I was worried about, was not having the roof get in my way. But otherwise, these guys fry very easily. Okay, so we got some marionettes to watch out for here. But they are prime candidates for roasting with the Frenzied Burst, which is good. We could take a moment to just look around and take stock of things. Since we are not under... there's no gargoyles jumping into the fray, at least just yet. I think that was my first concern when I saw a set of rooftops to explore. Oh. Oh, there's the water wheel. Didn't realize that that was right below us. This is another similar to Castle Stormvale. The way that this is laid out, it feels even more convoluted than Stormvale, though. The way that it kind of twists and turns and wraps around itself, and there's so many layers as well to explore. I see a ladder. There is a ladder leading up. Otherwise, it would be a little bit of a dead end. I see the item over here as well. Ready for ambushes. Any second now. I have forgotten that you have the ability to roll and maintain your crouch. maybe worthwhile to crouch more often to maintain stealth. Not super important, but it is something that I'm aware of as I'm heading into potential ambush corners, hallways. Does that help me? Does crouching actually help me? I have the sense that it lessens the sound that we make, but that can only help in certain instances. There may be a lot of scenarios where there is an ambush that is set up no matter what you do. Okay, I did see the, okay, let's talk about making noise. It's a twin sage. Okay, seems to be by himself. Let's go with our powered up frenzy burst. Oh, he is not by himself. We'll focus on him first, but I see our target lock has done us a favor. I was afraid he was going to patrol behind the obstacle there. We have, I think these are the avian marionettes. Camera lock giving their position away. Once again, I don't think we need the help from our flame grant me strength to take them out. We just need a good frenzied burst. And I love the range on this frenzied burst. It is so nice. This view with the Erd tree in the background, my goodness. Now, it is nighttime right now. I'm not sure if I'd be curious to see what this looks like during daytime. Do we constantly have this view of the night sky? That would be very on theme. Raya Lucaria and the stars and all that stuff. Do they just have a constant night sky? All right. So far, we have not had to tussle directly head to head with the avian marionettes, and we'll try to keep it that way, but I'm sure they'll find a way to sneak up on us eventually when we least expect it. It's quiet. Too quiet. I'm just so ready for there to be things dropping down on our heads. Like meteors. Meteor bolts. All right. How do I get across to that item? There is a part of the roof that we can drop down to here. Now, if I do that, am I going to be dropping down over to the far side there? Is that what we're meant to do? Was there a place to drop down over here? That seems like a little bit too far of a fall. That one I'm going to say is death. There could be so many potential hidden ledges over some of these platforms. I am noticing the star dial over here, which we have been to before. One of the avian guys did not fall off, just noticed. So we can get a little bit of a glimpse. That is a gnarly mask. Oh, and look at this, like, gear he's got on the front. What the heck? Is that how you unfurl your wings? What crazy creations the sorcerers have come up with here. Is he actually made of wood? I think it is actually, if we see these... I thought at first maybe it might have been like actual skeleton bones that had been reanimated, but I think this is just like, he is actually a boy made of wood, like a puppet. This place is crazy. I think there's only one way to go. I think we have to go down this way. we're able to be on guard when we're two-handing. I think I see another marionette down there. Yeah, we can get you from here. So why don't we? How do I get up to this part, though? There must be a ladder that brings us up to the other side here. Maybe a ladder that's around the way. So let's fall down. Okay, we don't want to fall down just yet. I'm also trying to kind of keep my bearings here. It's a little tough at times. But I think we have the... Oh, I can see the golden sapling over there. So that's the courtyard that we were just at. So what is down here? Have we been here before? That is death. So there are a couple guys patrolling though over there. Do I want to try to snipe you from here? I'm gonna hit the floor. I think I need a better vantage point, which I can get maybe by going this way. This is precarious business, though. Oh, it's another one of the crabs. Another glintstone crab I can see. Okay, we might be collecting more glintstone gear from that guy. But right now, we're just trying not to inadvertently fall to our death. I see the top of a ladder poking up there. I can lock onto that crab from here. I was trying to lock onto the marionette that I see patrolling over here, which I can do that as well. I love that we're able to lock on from so far away. That is definitely a great improvement. There's some loot, which we may be able to pick up eventually when we figure out how to get to that guy. I like that we have a sniper spell, though. That is making my life a bit more headache-free at the moment. Not having to, minimizing the amount of potential ambushes here. Okay, there is a lot to put together here. Like, there are some parts of higher ground or higher rooftops that it is not at all clear how I'm supposed to get there just yet. So I'm not going to worry about sniping those. I mean, I could do it if I have 2 flasks left. I should be a little bit wary about my mana. We're going to fall down here. There is also a walkway down here, and there's loot there. I may want to go there eventually, but I kind of want to explore this way first, since I don't have to drop down. Wary of the fact that there could be somebody hanging out above here. Okay, I haven't been set upon just yet. So there's loot over here. Golden Rune 4. Okay. I'm probably way more on edge than I need to be right now, but it's this stinking great rune that we've activated. Just don't want to lose it by doing something silly. But probably it's sillier for me to just move too tentatively. Be decisive. Don't be over anxious about, going in a direction and sticking with it. If you run into an ambush, so be it. An imbued sword key. We were just talking about that earlier. We were just talking about the possibility of getting one of those, and it has happened. Very cool. Okay, I don't love this, but I have to check. I have to check around here. You know I have to do it. Because there's going to be an item. Because we're playing Elden Ring. Smithing Stone 3, not an item that I'm, you know, not one that I could live without. But I still must collect it. Ugh. Okay. Testing my my parkour acumen, at least slightly here. Giving it a little bit of an exercise. Okay, I'm starting to hear sounds here. Starting to hear sounds somewhere, and I don't know exactly where. Nothing? Place to drop down, potentially? No. Okay. That is a dead end. I see you, though. Let me just make sure I don't hit the side of the walkway. There we go. Down to 1 cerulean flask, which is fine. Which is fine. So there's the ladder that takes me down. Takes me quite a ways down. But first, before I do that, I could fall to this. I could jump over to this rooftop. Oh my gosh. Decisions. Maybe we'll follow the ladder first, because if I descend the ladder, then I can ascend the ladder, correct? So this is not a point of no return, theoretically. There's that crab over there. I was hoping there would be a site of grace in that door. Most of these are falls to our death. Okay. I see crabs. Do I see anything else that we need to worry about? Just the crabs? And a somber smithing stone 4. Otherwise, an uneventful little room. Well, okay then. Back up we go. This is fun. It is nerve-wracking a bit with all the rooftops here. But we're doing okay. We're hanging in there. They're just rooftops. They're a little slanted, but no big deal. Now, this one I don't even think I have to... I'll jump just in case, but I think I could have just walked off or ran off. Man, I really feel like there's supposed to be... Aha! Okay, that's... You see an item out there at the end, and it's like, okay, that's just a perfect ambush spot. But in this case, they keep showing us the ambushes. So I'm gonna keep preempting those ambushes. As long as they're gonna give them away, I'm gonna take them up on the offer. To spot them before they get a chance. What a great atmosphere. Oh my gosh, we've got rafters to navigate too. Oh my god. No, oh shit, there is something on the chandelier. Oh, what in the hell is this game? Oh my god. This game is amazing and infuriating at the same time. But I love the atmosphere in Raya Lucaria. It definitely, you know, as I've said before, well, I may not have said specifically that, like, when we first got here, that first entryway, or the first stepping foot off of the elevator that comes up from the main gate, that immediately I got vibes of I've just stepped into the upper cathedral ward. That was the first thought that came to my mind. It just had that feeling with the way that the fog was sitting in the air. It kind of had that same hue. Aha. Okay. We finally had an avian marionette that was set upon us. That one was the first that I had overlooked. But they still didn't get to lay a finger on us, so we've got that going for us at least. They're also very loud. They're not exactly sneaking up on you. This one is... This drop here... This is one of those where I'm just not sure. With the cat ring, though, I might be more sure. That feels like a makeable drop, and the fact that I see a torch down there, that feels like that's navigable ground that we are meant to drop down to. Can I put a marker here? If I put a beacon here, it's just going to go away, right? Because I was standing on it. We need to, like, offset the beacon ever so slightly. Like... like, if I put it... It's getting... actually, if I do it like this... I mean, I could set a... I don't have to set a beacon, per se. I kind of have to set a marker. Let's set a marker here, and we'll say that it is, I don't know. It's a jumping spot. We'll put potential death. I don't know if that's gonna... One way or the other, I'll figure out a way to remember to check down there at some point. Now, the other issue is that they want us to potentially fall onto a chandelier. Oh my god, the falling puzzles. Why did it have to be falling puzzles? Golden Rune 3. We've now combined Upper Cathedral Ward with Anne Orlando. At least there are no painting guardians at the moment. Okay, so what I want to do actually is get over to... I don't want to fall into the chandelier from here. I want to go to this beam. Oh my god. I guess we're going down. All right. Oh, shit. We did get a backup. I think we got a backup. Key to open the Academy's 2 sealed gates. This glintstone key is still brand new, unused by anyone. We have one for our buddy Topes. Excellent. Okay, that kind of was how what I thought was going to be the case. Apparently, also meteor bolts apparently are a new item. I thought for sure we got these before. I just didn't even pay any attention to them because I thought for sure meteor bolts was something that we were already in possession of. What did I get that mixed up with? Is it because we got the ability to craft them now or something? How did I... Anyway, I don't know exactly what I was thinking, but this one is enchanted work of craft made in tandem with the full moon crossbow. The full moon crossbow. Do we have that? I don't think so. We have, like, that one katana that is moon-oriented. I think that's about it. I guess we have this glint blade staff. We've got a couple sorcery things that are oriented with moon and stars and whatnot. The tip is embedded with glintstone. Like a shooting star, these bolts leave a beautiful trail when fired. Deals magic damage. What was I thinking of? I think I picked something else up last episode, but I just don't remember what that was. Okay, I think there's only one spot to jump down from here. Whoa! Dude. Dude busting out the greatsword spell on us. Fortunately, these guys do not take very many hits. You just run up and whack them. You're good to go. Even if you're momentarily sandwiched, we had the cover there to protect our flank. What I was focused on was the fact I had seen when I was up on the chandelier, I had seen this marionette down here, and I was thinking this was going to come to life. Not so much. All right, we're hanging in there, staying alive. So far, not getting a failing grade, I don't think. Shattering Crystal, another spell. So many sorceries. Creates Crystal Mass. That shatters in forward burst. 38 intellect. I am happy that we got another imbued sword key as well. I don't know what sending gate we would use next. I guess there's only 2 to choose from. We might flip a coin. We'll see. The Shattering Crystal, though. Massive crystal that then shatters in a forward burst. Charge and enhances potency. The Crystalians are inorganic beings, yet they live. They cleave close to the ideals of the primeval current, and as such, they are revered guests of the sorcerers. Revered guests. Inorganic beings, yet they live. Primeval current. Primordial Crucible. Different spells and incantations that are tied to the distant past. What am I seeing in the distance here? I think it's a page. I think that's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing behind that page, there is a lovely, wonderful mass of stone crowns. What was this called on the talisman that we picked up? Graven School Talisman. Oh, the Seed of Stars. That was the thing that potentially this this bunch of skulls is made of. Can I target the guy from here? Now I can. Anybody to the sides? I don't see any reason not to go sniper mode on this guy, even though he has a crossbow. I think we can fight fire with fire here. Should be okay. 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 Check over here before we head down that hallway. Oh, there is an opening out into where I think the crab is located. Okay. So maybe we will explore here very briefly. Take out this crab. He's got a bit more durability than the usual crab, and we get another glintstone crown. This one is the Twin Sage variety. One of the glintstone crowns bestowed upon Raya Lucaria scholars. Greatly increases intelligence to the detriment of HP and stamina. Scholars of the Twin Sage Conspectus were the elites of the academy, permitted to study and excel in sorcerers of all kind. How much does it, just out of curiosity, I don't, the same logic is going to apply here to the first glintstone crown, but this one, it kind of does what I thought it was going to do. It increases it by 6. You get a total boost to intelligence of 6, but you are losing almost 100 HP. That is quite the downside that you're living with. But it is 6 points in intelligence, so you know those sorceries that we've been picking up, you've really got to be smart to use those suckers. So you know, you got to do what you got to do if you're living that. If you are training in the Raya Lucaria sorcerer ways. Okay, now this is overlooking Is this where we came in? Did we enter? I think this might be the entrance to the academy. I think the elevator from the main gate was right here. Because I see that open gate down there, and it just looked like where we had been last episode. Cool. Oh, perfumer's bolt, along with page trousers. Okay, the only mention that I remember of a perfumer was the spot that we banked the checkpoint for up in the Altus Plateau. Wasn't it the perfumer's grotto? Perfumer's bolt. It has fire damage. Bolt created with perfumer techniques used by nobles, guards, and the like. The point of impact explodes with sparks, dealing fire damage. And then the page trousers, worn by pages who serve the nobility, mindful to keep them out of harm's way. Traveling wear tailored with exquisite precision to avoid any undue shame for the page's master. So these guys guarded nobility. Oh, we can kind of see the... Oh my god, look at this angle that we've got. We're going to lose our lighting. I might need a glowstone here. But the angle that we have been provided with... Wow. The lack of texture on that face is kind of horrifying. Don't look at it. So does that mean that we have explored... We did explore out here, but I am noticing that there was a rooftop that we did not jump over to. We can jump over here, not that there's anything immediately to get, but you can then jump further down into a graveyard. That's what I'm not sure of, whether we've been down there before. Because we've covered a lot of ground now. We've covered quite a bit of area in Raya Lucaria, and I'm starting to wonder how much of it we've already done. Is this an area that we would... we were definitely going through a zombie graveyard yesterday. Last time. I feel like maybe we've been here. So I don't feel the need to drop down. I think this is a part of the game that we've covered, but I'm not sure. Maybe once we bank a Site of Grace. It would have to be, right? We would have had to have covered that part. Like that, yeah, that's like we're above the church of the cuckoo. This is crazy looking. This is nuts, dude. This one went wrong. I'm guessing. This one did not turn out the way that they wanted it to. This whole room, I don't think, turned out the way that they wanted it to. Oh. Azur's glintstone staff. This is the dude behind the... Which conspectus was it? Staff of the primeval glintstone sorcerer Azur. He was one of the primeval sorcerers. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond the wisdom of stone may wield it. Reduces casting time of all sorceries, but consumes additional FP. 52 intellect. My goodness, you really need to, you need to be deep into intelligence to go that direction. The primeval staff of Azur. Well, okay, now we might need to... Have we reached a dead end? Or do we need to... Oh, wait a second. I think I just realized... I think I might have just realized something. Can we get on top? We can, yes. Okay, there we go. There we go. Wow, these are very static particles in the air. I mean, this would be a heck of a thumbnail here, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be? Wouldn't it be a great thumbnail? It might be an okay thumbnail. I can think of the Red Wolf might have something to say about this as well, but I did not mean to do another glowstone. That's what I meant to do. But this ain't a bad one. The fucked up shit going on here at Raya Lucaria. Okay, the question is, where are we going from here? Where do we go from here? What I think I realized is that this is the Church of the Cuckoo, is it not? This is the Church of the Cuckoo. There it is. So we have been down there. We don't need to drop all the way down. But the question is, where do we go at this point? It's a mystery. Maybe we have to fall back down to where... Unless there's a sus wall. We need to be conscious of that possibility. Where would the sus wall be? If there were a sus wall. Guessing it wouldn't be one that has a marionette asset nearby. But you never know. Now that we have gotten ourselves into this situation, where are we supposed to go? If this is the Church of the Cuckoo, where do we go? There might be something very obvious staring me in the face. But it's not immediately occurring to me where they are wanting us to go from here. I had been thinking of, when I was up on the roof still, I was thinking of dropping down to that one part of the map, which now I'm beginning to suspect we've already been to. Do we have to drop down to... back into the Church of the Cuckoo? What have I missed here? Hold on. What the heck am I missing? Do we need to jump off of somewhere up here? I've been to all this down below, right? Because that's where we came in, and we've traversed the areas below us, the graveyard areas that have the zombies. There's got to be something I'm missing. Erudition, light the way. Huh. I'm a little confused. What else is new? Is there something that I've opened up that I am not realizing? Or was there some other way to go in that courtyard that I didn't recognize? Because this feels like a dead end. I think we are at a spot where I cannot go any farther without covering ground that I've already covered. Because I think this is right inside here. Next to us is the warp, the side of grace that we banked previously. I think there's nowhere else to go. There's nowhere to go but down. What about over here? Is this feels like death. But maybe not, if we use our cat ring. But at the same time, this fall over here is much more manageable. But this just takes us back down to where we've been. I don't see where else I'm supposed to go. now that I'm in this position, I can't get back up to the roof. So there's only one way to go. And I will put on the... Well, do I need to put on the cat ring? Do I even need to jump down? Like, I know where this is going to lead, don't I? Let's just be sure. Let's just be positive about this. But I almost specifically remember exploring here. Because right in here is the site of grace. I think we should go back to... We should go back to the Red Wolf's room. Is it the debate parlor? Is that what it was called? We were fighting in the debate parlor, it seems. My first time noting the name of this place. I feel like there is something that I have overlooked. Because that pathway... Was there another drop down along as we were going from rooftop to rooftop? Was there another route there that I just overlooked? Or am I supposed to somehow... No, I can't jump across to there. Oh. Oh, I get it. I get it. I did overlook something. I overlooked the fact that we can traverse... I had made note of the fact that there was loot in a very dangerous looking spot, but I just thought in my mind that, oh, this is going to be... We're going to, like, reach that from way over here somewhere. That's how we're going to get to that. In fact, I think we are getting directly to it. A much more direct route than I suspected. There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, no. Oh, my God. These motherfuckers. Oh, it's about to do it again, isn't it? There is a... What? Oh, that thing respawns. I forgot. Are you gonna try to get to me? I did not notice this before, but there is a sphere underneath this one. I don't know if the other version that had the spiky wheel weapons does the same thing, but this one is rolling around on top of a sphere. Okay, I think this is gonna do this again. Oh my God, it's gonna pop out a giant. What the fuck? Well, that's terrible. That is absolutely horrific. Do I need to go up and deal with that first? If so... That was scary that I was not able to jump over that on the first try. I see. Okay. It does look like it bounces back and forth, and that there may be spots along the... by the railing that are actually, like, safe. Now, the question is, does that change? Crystal darts. Great. I think it might be set positions. I can't say for sure. Let's watch it a few times here. Oh my God, this guy is close to us as well. You better not be able to reach me from where you're at. There's too many things going on for me to feel comfortable about anything. I feel like it is always, like, hitting this side of the railing, like right there. So what we want to do is, I don't know if switching back to a shield would be any use. It might be insta-kill, but I think there is a safe zone that is part way up the... If we make a run for it, we can get to us. I mean, we might be able to make it all the way to the end. Maybe if I just run for it and don't hesitate, just go. No, I'm gonna wait right here. Yep, okay, good. Okay. Who the hell is that? Moongrum. Who the hell is that? Targets. Gets a name reveal immediately. Moongrum Carian Knight. Carian Knight. And we have a couple doors here. Okay. Things are happening. I would like a site of grace. Oh my god. Okay, but that's not a site of grace. I guess our site of grace is pretty close by. This is a sending gate. That's interesting. There's also a door here. Which does not open from this side. Oh my god, this, the Ball of Death. The constantly spawning Sen's Fortress Ball of Death. They really have taken so many different concepts from other games and found ways to reinvent them in Elden Ring. And it's a lot of fun. It can also be stressful as all get out. How many flasks do I have? Oh, I have refilled my flasks. I forgot about that. Is this a situation where we use our Flame of the Fell God? I think it might be. I think that's what I want to do here. After we, we're going to do it like this. Let's see. Is there anybody else that would get in on the fight? I'm assuming this guy's going to have a fair bit more health than other enemies. But we'll see. He might also just kite into the room here, and that would be fine with me. We're going to do this guy. We're going to do this guy. Oh, he doesn't have that much health. Was he about to use his own Flame of Frenzy there? That's pretty cool. Take the Flame of the Fell God, bitch. Okay, we got a Carian Knight's Shield. Is there anybody else who wants to feast on the Flame of the Fell God while we have our Flask of Wondrous Physic? And then we can circle back around to do some reading. There is an elevator here, which makes me wonder if that's a shortcut. How did you survive? How in the world did you survive? Elden Rune 4? This guy's like, please, I don't want any. I'm good. I'm good. I'm full. I don't need any Fell God flames. None of that, please. Okay. I just want to cast more Flame of the Fell God while I have the opportunity to. I think this is a shortcut, though, that we are opening. Yes. I know where that is. I don't want to deal with those guys. We've killed them before. I do want to use my Flame of the Fell God, but not on enemies that we've already dispatched with. So who else can I bring into? Oh, there's the elevator here. I guess let's ride the elevator. Okay, where are we going? Are we going up? We are going up. Oh my god. Up we go. Not immediately under attack. Wow, this feels like this is going to be a boss door. So that is a little bit disconcerting. But we've opened up a shortcut now. We have opened up a shortcut. Leading back. Leading back to... Highly doubt there's going to be a secret under here, but I'm just being thorough. We've opened up a shortcut now, leading back to the side of grace. We dealt with what was that guy's name? Was it Moongrum? What a funky name. How the hell do we get to the door that opens from the other side? Ah, there it is. So I've lost my, my Flask of Wondrous Physic has run out, but... Do I have my lantern on? I forgot to reactivate my lantern. Let's take a brief moment here before we head up this elevator and maybe deactivate the Raya Lucaria Sen's Fortress Ball of Death. Carian Knight's Shield. A teardrop-shaped, medium-sized shield embedded with blue glintstones, carried by knights who served the Carian royal family. Excels when facing magic or holy attacks. Just who were these knights preparing to fight? So this is one of the Carian royals. We know that there is supposed to be this split between the Carian royals and the Raya Lucaria people, the Academy. We're seeing some signs of that discord. We've got some of the Carian Knight gear that we have found in here as they've been dispatched with as part of the rebellion. Let's get that established. There's a sending gate here that we need to make note of. Let's just, we're not going to jump in this sending gate right now, but we are going to mark this on our map as something to come back to. I'm thinking actually that I can remove this marker here. I don't think this is the thing I need to come back for because we were right next to the Church of the Cuckoo, which is where we've been before. Now, I want to go up this ladder because maybe we can disable this thing. This rune or whatever that is spawning death balls. Okay, there is these guys. Oh my god, there's so many of you. So many motherfuckers. Not a bad way to deal with pumpkin heads. Not a bad way at all. We do have to be careful with the magma guillotine and the glintstone sorcerers. I did forget that they can be a little problematic in terms of headshots and whatnot. But in that case, we did just fine. Okay, now, has that... No, it is still here. It is still... Interestingly, it did not spawn a ball of death while we were, like, standing here. I don't know if it was... Maybe these guys were the ones controlling it, and now it no longer is active. We'll have to test that out and see. Let's check this chest. Okay, we haven't seen a transporter trap in quite some time. Been waiting for one to happen. We do have a glintstone scarab now, though. The magic version of the scarab family collection. Blue-green scarab. These scarabs roll clumps of sorcery during their labors. Slightly reduces the FP cost of sorceries, but increases damage taken. And now, I'm hoping we're able to go get those items that are on the walkway. Oh, there's an item that guy dropped. Hold on. Hold on. An Academy Glintstone Staff, which I think we have already. Maybe, maybe not. Staff of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. It has the exclamation mark, which I think means we haven't picked it up before. Embedded with a turquoise glintstone. Only a recognized sorcerer is permitted to wield this staff. Fun, 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 fun. That would be a pretty far drop. I actually did. I was thinking about just jumping off there. That might have Well, I did sort of forget that we still have this the cat ring on. Oopsie. I'm hoping that this means there's no more big boulder. I think we're good. I'm not gonna completely trust, but I think we're good. Oh, okay, a furl calling finger. So glad we came back for that. Would never have been able to get to sleep tonight. Oh, wait a second. Smithing Stone 5. That one's nice. That's a good pickup, though. Now, what I'm noticing, what I am seeing here is this item in the distance, which we were wondering how we were going to get here. We've been here before. There's the water wheel. And we know that this item, we were suspecting that we were going to reach it from somewhere over here. We're not reaching it from the end of this walkway, but I'm wondering now if we are supposed to take the plunge over the edge. Maybe I took that cat ring off too soon. Well, I can warp there, can't I? I don't have to try to navigate my way back across. I can just warp back to the debate parlor. I feel like that's the only way we're going to be able to get that item. I don't see how else we would get there. Yikes, that is a far fall, though. Even with my cat ring on, I am not sure if I'm that adventurous. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We might have a boss door that we have come upon up the elevator, and the effect of our great rune may be running out regardless. And so it may be the time to just take the plunge and see what happens. I feel like this may in fact be a silly science death. But what if it is a silly science death? Yeah. There's a ledge over there. There's a ledge over there, which maybe is where I should have been looking. That might have been the clue. I should have followed my instinct, but I also kind of wanted to test the lengths, the depth of effectiveness of our newfound cat ring. It's sad. It is sad that once again we have lost the effect of a rune arc. No, it's right over here. God damn it. God damn. There's a ladder up here too. What the hell? Oh, fuck me, dude. This is how we get up to this part of the debate parlor. I'm such a dingus. Why are you all watching this? If you're still here at the end of this video, why? What are you doing with your life? Okay, well, we've made it up here. Man, the shades of the Upper Cathedral Ward. Good lord. Great view of the moon. It's like the what are those things? The globes, right? It's a globe, except it's the moon. Some crystal bud. So glad I found my way up here to experience that. I'm gonna put back on my Star Scourge heirloom so I can actually wield this sword. And there's a chest here as well. Okay, cool. Whoa! Oh, dude, this is a This is a big time item glow here. The only other time I can remember seeing this kind of an item glow was the Flask of Wondrous Physic. What in the hell have we found? Is this? My one guess here is that this is what we need to access the rest of the Carian study hall. That's my guess. I'm taking a stab. Radagon icon. Look at the flowing red hair. Radagon icon. It's a talisman. Shortens spellcasting time. A legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Radagon. Shortens the casting time of sorceries and incantations. Whoa. As the husband of Ranala of Caria, the red-haired Radagon studied sorcery. And as the husband of Queen Marika, he studied incantations. Thus did the hero aspire to be complete. Wow. That is a lore drop right there. Wow. I mean, I obviously want to try this talisman. I'm going to have to rethink how I would redo my build. I'm at heavy load now. I also realized because I'm back to the non-Runark life. Huh. We're going to digest that one a little bit more. We're running short on time here. I need to wrap up. That may be one we have to come back to. That is a legendary talisman, though. Wow. Holy crap. I want to try to finish up just a little bit more. Dude, how much more is there, though? How much more are we having to deal with today? I'm still heavy. Still heavy load. Why am I still heavy load? What did I forget? The torch. This little area up here. Okay, Golden Rune 4. Okay, I thought for a second there might be more to this little balcony, but it's just a couple dudes hanging out. Okay. A legendary talisman. That is sick. Now what I want to see, can we find the way to fall down to that fall down to the ledge? It's a falling puzzle, one way or another, to get to that loot, and I would like to, but if I can, I would like to solve that, perhaps as the last thing that we do today. That would be nice. Now, is that within my mental capabilities, or is it even within my reach from this area? Maybe it is not. Okay, I see some balconies. I do see some balconies below us, but I cannot reach them from here, can I? This is only meant for us to get up to the where we got the Radagon talisman. That is fascinating. All right, I think that is where we're going to wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. I'm a little bit maybe over time for today. We're kind of right in the neighborhood of where we normally wrap up. Would love to find where that last little piece of loot is, but that's gonna have to wait for next time. We have yeah, this whole area has felt very, there's been a Bloodborne-esque feel to it, kind of similar to Castle Stormvale in that it is there's not too many sites of grace. I feel like there's even fewer sites of grace in the Raya Lucaria than compared to Castle Stormvale. Maybe it's about the same, I don't know. But we've been doing a lot of shortcut unlocking. And we've been doing a lot of lore unlocking. We dealt with the red Wolf of Radagon. And we got a legendary Radagon talisman. There is so much to digest from this episode. And I'm never in the best state to digest it all when I'm at the end and I'm just a little bit tired and hungry and ready to move on with my day. But I'm so excited to keep exploring Raya Lucaria. It feels like there is still so much to do. There is a potential boss room ahead of us. This place is nuts. What the hell happened over here, by the way, that took out a huge chunk of this courtyard? Was there actually a meteor that fell? Did something fall off the Erd tree and take this out? What the hell is going on here? Who knows? We'll probably... We might find out. Or we may be just as confused as we always are. Either way, we've always got the Erd tree to fall back on. As a nice, comforting vantage point to finish off our episode. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.